One of the things we're really going to want to do is combine data from multiple tables. Here's the example we're going to use. I've got this TBL news feed and it's got a single item in it at the moment. It's got a title, it's got a content, it's got a user ID, and the user ID in this case is user number 1. That relates directly to this users table. User number 1 is this admin Charlie Smith here. So we are going to want to display not only these fields, the title and the content, but also these fields from this table. So the easiest way to do this is by making a query, turning that into a view, and then from the PHP we can use that view to just pull all the data effectively as a single table. So to do the query first, I'm going to hop to this top level, go into the designer and set up the relationship that I want to. I've got this news feed and I've got the users table, so create a relation, and I'm going to start on this one, go to this one, users, user ID, set it up as a cascade. Yep, that worked. I've got a one-to-many relationship. If that doesn't work first time, you might need to just go into the structure of the newsfeed table and just index user ID. I'll just quickly save this, save it as relationships, and just show you what I mean. So under the structure of newsfeed, you might well need to just click that index button there to put an index onto it. So anyway, back in the, I'm going to make a query now. Now I've set up that relationship. This is such a horrible interface, like many things in PHP So users table and newsfeed table, holding down Control to multi-select, update query. What that means now is the columns that are available are the ones from those two tables that I've just selected. So I'm going to say I want to have let's say the user ID from that table, the title, the content. I'm going to need some more fields, so columns, sorry, so I'm going to add 3 more fields. I want the date, and this is a crucial thing, I also want to have the first name and the last name. Cool. So going down here, I'm going to click the submit query. Now this has, it seems it's like worked, but it hasn't shown the join. That's annoying. I was hoping it was going to put the join in place. That's fine. We're going to hop to the visual builder and just check that it's got the link in there. No, it has a one-to-many relationship. So let's just go back to the query once more with feeling. Kind of stuff I find myself doing here. If this doesn't work, then we'll have to try something else. I'm just going to try title, content, first name, just add a couple more fields, first name, last name, that'll do, and click update query this time. So you see this time it's actually done it correctly, so it said left join. Don't know why it didn't do that before. Anyway, never mind. So it selected the fields from from newsfield table and also newsfeed table and also from the users table. And it's done a left join. Now if we click on this, it will actually show up as being okay. Well, except that, you see it's got one post, but it's got it repeated 3 times and with some null. This is the typical kind of thing that means you've got it wrong, because it's decided to make it a left join, and I don't want it to be a left join. I want it to be an inner join. This is this shows you why on this W3 Schools page that I've linked to elsewhere. If we go at a left join, it includes values for each of the users, even though the user doesn't have a post. We want this inner join, so it only has the user with the post that it actually exists for. So the best way to do this is I am going to copy this whole query here, I wonder if I can just click edit on that. Oh yeah, that'll do. And I'm going to change that from left to inner because I know that's what I want, and hit go. And now I've only got the one field correctly. So now I've got that query, I want to be able to access it from PHP. So somewhere here it says create a view from this. Here we have create view. So I click this, I need to give it a name, so I'm always going to call it mine view just to remind myself it is a view, not a table. I'm going to call it view posts with users. Why not? It's a good enough name. Go. Now that exists, so over here I've now got in my database called AV Gear, can't remember why, I've got a table, set of tables, and I've got a set of views, and if I look at the views it looks like a table of data, exactly the same, and I can do the same operations on it. So that means going back to my PHP, instead of selecting from table newsfeed, I can select from view posts with users, I think I called it, and I can select as well as title content. Don't think I included those fields, so I'll just go L name F name. So I'm treating this exactly like it's a table, and it will pull all of the combined information through. So that's using relational databases. Absolutely critical for the database standard. If you don't do this thing with views, then you're not really meeting that standard, and I'm going to struggle to give you a grade. But if you do it, you've nailed it, and we're sorted. Good luck.